Today is for the chicken wing lovers, and today we have a special, very saucy, delicious chicken wing recipe. As always, everything is going to be listed in the description below. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you are returning, thank you for returning. Give this video a like, a comment, leave any suggestions, what you would do different, what you like, and let's get to it. So as always, I always start with an oil. I use an oil so it can act as a binder, and I really want that seasoning to catch the chicken really well. After adding the oil, I'm just going to give that a good mix around, and when that's done, I am going to go on with my dry seasoning. Everything I use is going to be listed in the description below. I just want to say that again in case anyone misses it or for whatever reason they forget. It's going to be listed in the description below. So after adding my oil, I go in with my seasoning. Every chicken will get seasoned, and then I'm going to go in with my wet seasoning, right? So I grilled up some vegetables like I did peri style. This is about a tablespoon of mustard. I went in with like a masala blend, but you can omit that. That really wasn't needed. I cut up some onions, some bell peppers, some scallions, just to add color to the dish. That was all. It didn't really do anything major to the dish, I would say. You can omit it, that's fine. Add a little bit of oil, and you're going to give that a good mix. Once you're done mixing that up, you're going to add that on top of your chicken. Mix another mix again. You know, we're just piling on layers and layers of seasoning, flavor. And when that is done, I let this sit for about 2 days. If you don't have 2 days, that is fine. An hour, even if you season it and cook it that same time, that's also fine. It's going to be just as good. So after 2 days of seasoning, this is what my chicken looked like. It was really cold. Do not bake your chicken while it's cold. Let it get to room temperature, and then you can add it onto your rack and then start baking. So I'm placing my chicken onto my rack. After you're done doing that, maybe you can brush it with a little bit of oil so it's not as dry. I made a lot of chicken wings, so this took me about 50 minutes to an hour. Chicken wings can be a little tricky. They were a little on the bigger side. Like you do want to cook them well, or else they're going to be raw on the inside. So the bowl that the chicken was in, I just added a little bit of oil because I knew I was going to be brushing the chicken with it midway through. So that's just what I'm doing here. I didn't add anything different. The same bowl that the chicken was in, that's what I did. I started baking on 375. So maybe 10 minutes into the baking, I just went in with that wet mixture that you saw me do maybe a few seconds ago. I'm just rubbing down the chicken to ensure that it's not dry, just kind of like reflavoring it. I am really big on flavor. If you are not new here, you will know that this is like a pattern of mine. I go through great lengths to make sure that a chicken is well flavored and well juicy. But and then after that was done, I got a chicken injector. I wanted to inject the chicken while the chicken was baking. So after another 15 minutes, I took it out and I started injecting it just for more flavor. The more flavor, the better. It doesn't hurt anyone. And I was able to achieve that. These chicken wings were super good. They were super crispy. I would say take your time. If you're making as much as I am, take your time and let it bake. So I'm going to make a sauce. The same sauce that you saw me add on top. I'm just going to give that a light fry without any oil. These two will also be in the description, but the other one, I'm going to link it. That recipe is already up. It's my wannabe jerk seasoning. Add it into a bowl. You don't have to add any oil, and this only cooks for maybe about 3 minutes on low heat maximum. After you give that a good mix, I added herb blends. I didn't add salt because the chicken was already seasoned well. I didn't want to add additional salt. I didn't find that was necessary. So just go on with like any herbs that you add. I did paprika, Mrs. Dash, parsley, anything like that. And then I added a little bit of water to loosen it up and to make it more. And this was like the consistency that I got. It was just really good, really flavorful. It was incredible. After a few minutes, here's a consistency that I got. I was okay with it. In the beginning of the video, you saw me pouring a sauce on top of the chicken wings. This is the sauce. I mean, the sauce was incredible. You're also going to see me do something different with the sauce. This was absolutely last minute. That's the cool thing about cooking. Sometimes I'll be cooking and out of nowhere I'll just redirect the cooking into like a different a different direction, and it's really awesome. So for my sauce, I didn't go with a traditional just 100% mayo base. I wanted something a little bit on the healthier side and higher in protein. So I did the yogurt that you saw me do. If you can't find that bread, a plain regular Greek yogurt would do. And as you can see, my ratio to yogurt to mayo is low. So maybe if I did like 4 tablespoons of yogurt, I did 1 tablespoon of mayo. I gave that a good mix. And what I did was I added the sauce that you saw me cooking on top of that mayo mix and gave that a good mix, and that was really, really good. One of the things that can make chicken wings really unhealthy is the sauce, and I didn't want to compromise that, so this was my middle ground. It would have been better if it was 100% mayo based, but this was also good, but just a little different. And once the chicken was done, this was what it looked like. It was really incredible. Like, it was really saucy, really flavorful, really crunchy. I did notice that there were some pieces weren't cooked all the way through, so I did toss that back in to let it cook, and I'm just breaking it apart. Like, the flavor is not missing in these chicken wings. They were absolutely incredible. Summertime is coming. I hope you give this recipe a try. I think if I did this on a charcoal grill, would have been out of this world. Oh my goodness. And here is that yogurt sauce, and I'm just dipping it in. I went in for a bite. It just fell apart. Absolutely incredible. Here's what it looks like. This chicken was well enjoyed. I'm actually going to have this after my workout today, maybe with a little bit of quinoa. I'm not going to add any sauce because the chicken was already saucy. I hope you give this a shot and let me know. Until our next video, thanks for tuning in.